Hi there, it's Brian Terrian from the Disability Digest with some information about Social Security disability benefits and veterans, but specifically for veterans that have a 100% VA rating or are individual unemployable rating. I came across some statistics, although they're about 10 years old, but they, in my opinion, are consistent with what's going on in today's environment at the time of this recording. So I'm going to share those with you. I'll point out some of the key reasons that we've experienced that there is a challenge for veterans to get approved with these higher ratings, and some things that you can do about it. So first here, I'm going to share my screen. I'll put a link to this document below, but this shows by condition over here on the left, and musculoskeletal for civilians as well as veterans is the highest percentage. But you'll see here for just 100%, the overall with all the conditions is 75.4% approved. Right? That's not much different than just a regular blended civilian. So there isn't any like preference that I see here. Then over on the far right, this 67.9 is for those that have the IU, individual unemployability. So if you're a veteran and you're approaching this process with the rating and you're looking at it and like, well, I already have this rating, it should be easy. It would be nice if it was, but it's not. Here's some of the challenges that I see. First of all, their rating for disability. When I say their rating, the Social Security disability system rating for disability is different than veterans. And there's other differences too. So you need to be, in the Social Security world, unable to do any job out there for the most part in the U.S. economic system. And so that's different than the veterans and how they rate conditions. But the other challenges that I see are the medical records. Most that are getting their treatment at the VA their medical records are just different. Let me just put it that way, to civilian doctors. And it's not as easy for Social Security to see what the limitations are and the severity of the condition just by how they're documented. The second piece or layer of that is that most veterans, especially combat veterans, are taught to play hurt, to get back in the game and just keep moving forward. And that mentality is not helpful really in communicating your limitations to your VA doctor or civilian doctor. So it's just how one is trained. It's not good or bad, it just is. So understanding that can be helpful for you. The next key thing is the consistency in treatment. If somebody is using the VA, oftentimes they'll see like different primary care doctors or on a rotation. So they don't have this doctor-patient relationship and understanding your condition, which is more difficult to understand and communicate. So to add an extra layer on top of all of that, a lot of the Social Security judges are vets, and they look at somebody that comes into a hearing, they're like, I'm up here working, I'm doing my job, why can't you be out there doing yours? That's just like the circles that I travel in, and there's no proof of that. You might think they could lean the other way, but the statistics, they don't demonstrate that. So the key is for veterans, and just the short snippet, or anybody for that matter, is understand your limitations and how to clearly communicate those limitations to your doctors, and make sure that those limitations are in your medical records. Like, I can only stand for 10 minutes. I can only sit for 15 minutes. If somebody drops their trash can next door, that noise creates a trigger, and all right. So these things documented in your medical records will provide a lot of assistance for Social Security and others who may be working with you to prove your eligibility. So again, I'll put this link around the video. I hope you find this helpful. If you are a veteran out there, I thank you for your service. I am greatly appreciative of that. So I encourage you to stay tuned for more. Hope you find this helpful. It's been Brian from the Disability Digest. Thanks.